So you're going to put it, so you're going to make an X again. You're going to take your yarn, wrap it over your 2 fingers, and then you cross it like that, right? And then you're going to flip over, and you're going to put it under the first one, and then over the second one, all right? Take your hook, put it under your first one, yeah? And then you're going to put it over the one at the back, and then you're going to pull it, right? And then you're going to take out your fingers, and you're going to pull the shorter side. Close it off like that, right? You mastered it. Has everyone else mastered it here? I'm still struggling. Should I do it one more time for you? No? So you're going to take your hook, your wool, and you're going to make an X, right? Make an X like that. Make sure you're holding the shorter side, and you're going to secure the longer one here, right? And then you're going to have this. Then you're going to go under with your hook, and you're going to go over, and then you're going to pull it through like that, right? And then you're going to pull the shorter one to close. You understand? Should I do it again? So moving on to the next fundamental of crochet, if you have done the slip stitch, which is one thing that is very challenging for a lot of people. For some people who can't slip stitch, they usually chain. I don't know how they do it, but they usually chain, and then they make a ring. And then sometimes you find a pattern that says put 8 double crochets in the magic ring. You know that one, right? A lot of people don't like doing that. They usually chain 4 and then they make, and then they join it. But if you can slip stitch, then you can put crochets in the magic ring. So moving on, you're going to make sure that your piece of yarn is slightly long, because when you are done with the project, you want to secure it so that it doesn't unravel. So you always make sure that you have a piece that you're going to weave in so that it does not unravel. So when you're done, I was explaining to them that sometimes crocheters crochet with their 2 fingers holding the yarn like this, right? Then there are others who wrap around their finger and then over their finger. This is what I do. And then we have a crochet in the room who holds it like this, right? And it's really up to you the way you want to hold it and which one's more comfortable for you. If that's comfortable for you, then you can do it. So I'm going to use a method that I feel like is the easiest, when you hold the hook like this, the yarn. So you're going to basically take your yarn and hold it tightly between your fingers like this. And you're going to be performing a stitch called chaining, right? Whichever way is fine for you, but I'm just showing the people at home, right, the way they can do it. So chaining, you basically go, take your hook, and then you go like that, and then you pull, right? You go around, and then you pull. You go around, and then you pull, right? Yeah, when you do that, the last time. Okay. You're going to hold, make sure you're holding it tightly. You're going to go around. Do this. Do you see? Go around, make sure it's not too loose or too tight. Go around. No. Make sure it's loose, but not too loose. What's up loose? You're gonna go around. Ta-da! You see, you just got the wool stuck in the thingy, right? So pull through the hook, go around, and then pull through. Her first chain. Keep going. Like that. You see? It's easy. See? Yes. Let me come help you. Okay. Start off with the slip stitch again. Remember, you make an X. Yeah. Yes. And then you pull through the shoulder one. Shoulder. Yes. Yes, yes. Wait. No. Do it. Just make sure you're also securing this thing. Because if it's loose, you're gonna have a hard time. Don't do it too tight. Loosen it, then loosen it, then yeah. Okay. Then go around. Remember, go around. And then pull through. Yes. Okay. Go around. Just do it. Keep doing it. Yes. Another one. Just keep doing that. Exercise your muscles. Make sure that they grip it in the head so that you can start doing it fast.
Practice. You. I didn't say you in caption.
That's how you do it. And just keep practicing. So guys, if you keep practicing chaining, it ends up sticking inside your head. You end up getting out of the thingy. Go around. Just make sure it's not too tight. But you have the hang of it, okay? Yeah, from the other side. If you make sure that she's not holding it too tight, she's not making her tight chains. Help her make looser chains. Okay. Yes. Make the chains too big. Make the slip knot again. Start at this. Yeah. Go under, over. Yes. There you go. Pull the shorts around. Yeah. And then you're gonna go over. Hold your yarn, yes. Go over and then you pull through. Make sure it's not too tight. Yes. Just keep doing that. Okay, so most of the people in my class have learned how to chain and slip stitch in under 10 minutes. I'm so happy. Amazing progress. Not a lot of people get the hang of it in 10 minutes, but they did. So we're going to be moving on to the next thing, which is stitching. So today we're going to learn a very easy stitch and the basic stitch. If you feel frustrated, start with single. Single. We're gonna start with the single crochet because it's the most simple one. So can I have you? Yes. This is her chain. This is my beginner's chain. Yes. So from this step, from the chain, this is when you start making your piece of clothing. So your chain, the length of your chain depends on how long whatever you're going to be doing is making. So if you want a skirt, you definitely don't want it being this short, you understand? You have to make more chains depending on if you're working sideways or upwards, you understand? So from here, from your chains, you're going to hold your yarn the same way you were holding it, right? You're going to chain another one because when you are turning, you won't use the chain next to the hook, you understand? So you'll just chain another one, and then you're going to chain over like that, as if you're going to make a chain, and then you're going to go inside a stitch, right? And then you're going to have 3 things on your hook, and then you're going to pull through. Okay, but this is the half double crochet. I want to teach you on the single crochet. With the single crochet, you just go inside. You see, you're going to have these braided like things, and you're going to go inside one of these like circles, right? So you're gonna go inside, right? And then you're going to chain again like you're slip stitching, and then you're gonna pull it through, and then you're gonna pull through the 2, and ta-da, you have your stitch, right? So you're gonna, can you please come closer so you can see? You're gonna go in here, the stitch, you're gonna go in, and then you're gonna pull through your wool like you're gonna chain. You're gonna pull it through. You're gonna have 2 loops on your hook, and then you're gonna pull them through again like that, right? You're gonna go over, go over, go into your circle. You're gonna pull through, and then you're gonna go like that. That's the half double crochet, right? And then for your single, you're just gonna go through, pull through 1, pull through 2, and then you're just gonna repeat that. So you're gonna go into your circle, pull through, yarn over, and then you fold off your 2 stitches. And that's basically what you keep doing until you get to the end of the hook, right? So I'm gonna ask you to make a slip stitch, chain, and then do what I was telling you, but then I'll help you along with this. Okay, she's doing it already. She's single crocheting. I don't know if you want to zoom in. This is how the chain will end up looking, but after some work, can we go over that side? When you continue, you're gonna end up having this. You're gonna end up having this stitch right here. You see? This is the neatness and the beauty of the single crochet stitch, and this is the easiest stitch to master. And yeah, that's it. Okay. Do you have your creations yet? Yeah, we're done for now. Oh, okay.
You make it hard. You need to make sure that it's soft. Yeah. Short, not that hard.
It's very thin. Or if you're doing it with thicker, so I feel like you should so but how much is it? Sorry, should I come back with my wool?
Yeah. And then pull it. You need to make sure this it's just not that too soft. Yeah.
Let me help you. Okay. Yeah, keep yarning over, through, yarn over, through, yarn over, through,
And then push it just a little bit. Red.
Yarn over,
Yeah.
yarn over, through, yarn over, through. Don't make it too tight, no? So just, if you don't want to make it too tight, you pull or hold like this. Just hold there, and then you pull, like see? To make it
You
more.
need to make sure that the hook is facing this side. This side. So that you can do these things.
Can you see what's shaping? How many stitches is that?
Straight in.
Okay. Hold the patch so I can see the entire thing that's shaping up.
And guys, next year there's going to be a beading course. A beading course. We're going to teach you guys how to do beads. Zulu bead class.
Yeah.
You know, by the name.
Yes. Even by the end of this year, if we have another camp, we'll do a beading course for you guys. Yeah.
So now we're coming to the next section.
Just because I'm perfect with this one. Now I want to be getting trouble.
And
Dignity for the last time.
yeah. And then the next section is
It's nice.
you do it like this. And then you come from you need to crochet pieces.
Yes.
Go to the next section.
That's the online audience. So we go.
Oh yes. So I hope you've been following along with the tutorial, and excuse me. If you want more details on how to crochet, I have a YouTube channel loading. So by this weekend there'll be tutorials, more detailed tutorials to follow on how to do the basics of crochet. And yes, so stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for joining us at the YEP program. And we hope to see you soon. And if you want one-on-one coaching for crochet lessons, or for photography, or for general business coaching, you can contact us on our website at YEP22.com, and you can book a session with us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so from there. So now we're going to be talking about monetizing the skill, which is something I really had a hard time doing at first, but so basically, what you have to do to monetize your skill is basically come up with the proposition model. You're going to draft your own proposition model and you're going to add in the things for your business, right? Who remembers the proposition model? One thing that was there. Proposition model, guys. We were doing it yesterday.
Business model.
The business model. The business model. It had 4 parts. Remember?
Oh,
Yes.
the means.
Yes, means. The market.
Money A,
Money B. Right? So you're going to draft that. So who's your market? So you can say that your market is a wokoko because you want to make shawls and stuff like that. Yeah? Your target market can be babies. You can decide you're gonna make baby boots, baby blankets, baby dungarees or something like that. Yeah? That can be your market. You can also make your market ladies, yeah, and you're gonna make bags. Yeah? You can also say men are my target audience and you're just gonna be making fanny packs for them and laptop bags for them, yeah, and things like that. You understand? You can also say sportswear. There's actually crochet sportswear. You can make joggers, and then you can say crochet. What can we say? Summer wear, because this is a very interesting thing about crochet is that it's really booming when it comes to summer wear. We're talking bikinis, and a bikini. How long does a bikini take?
Bikini for me it takes maybe 2 days.
2 days. A bikini takes 2 days. And the people in the US who are selling a bikini set, just the set bikini and the bottom, and they're selling it for something like 2.1, right? And it's a basic. This thing is like even way better than that thing, and they're selling it for 2.1. So the thing first you're going to have to identify is your market, and where is your market located? If you want to aim at people who are abroad, then that's okay. You can open an Etsy account. I have an Etsy account. You can sell to people who are abroad, and abroad doesn't necessarily mean someone who's Australia, somebody maybe in Swaziland, in Zimbabwe, in Kenya, in Nigeria, in Congo. Those are people who are abroad, you understand? You can also decide, okay, I want to make crochet doilies. Okay, this is not crochet, but crochet can be duplicated like this. You can decide, okay, I'm just going to make crochet doilies and crochet this and what's like that. The things for the seeds, you understand?
Yeah.
A lot of our grannies do that, so you can decide that's what you want to do, right? But since we're young and trendy, I think we should be doing, things that are, yeah. So it really depends on what the market wants, and the market really wants things like summer wears, cardigans and things like that, gloves and whatnot. So your means right now, some of you don't have crochet hooks, but some of you guys do. Some of them bought back happily. You're going to get a crochet hook and wool, and that is not a lot of money. I believe that a lot of us have wool in our houses. So one thing you're going to have to look for is a hook, and you're gonna basically from now on you're going to be practicing until you get good at the skill, and then from then on you can start making things. Because you cannot tell your family, guys, I can make bikinis, but you only start crocheting. You understand? Make sure you have mastered the skill, and it does not take years to master. It takes quite a few days or a week or two, and you have grasped the concept. So people out there are making 6 figures, 5 figures, famous businesses making a lot of money who are also like you and me. We have ACC Crochets, we have Shyla Crochets, we have also people who have YouTube channels. One of the biggest crocheting YouTube channel is Bella Coco. She teaches you how to do basic stitches and stuff like that, and she's also like making a lot of money. And yeah, so if they can do it, then so can we. And you have support from the YEP program. You support from the YEP program, your parents. If you ever need help, we are there to help you and guide you. And yeah, anything else that I forgot to cover? Oh, please.
Hey guys, my name is Minenhle. The challenges that I faced is that I couldn't find clients. It was really hard to find clients. and sometimes it was because of my presence. Maybe some people, they don't really like my presence, they want to buy things that are cheaper, and me, I am facing on my presence. So the challenge that I just is that I couldn't find clients because of my presence.
So what did you do? Did you reduce the price?
Yes, I did. Reduce the prices, but then by the moment I reduced the prices, I couldn't make a lot of profit. But then now I just try to increase them.
Okay. So how do people get to know about you? Are you out there in the market enough?
Yes, I'm out there, but not really. So I'm trying to work on that.
So could that be one of the areas where you then become available to people who are the right market, who are not crying because of money?
Yes, I would.
Yes.
And to say, so also like Vivacious, I had trouble finding a market because I was thinking that I would make profit if I just sold to my friends and family. And a little news for you girls here and the people online, sometimes family and friends are not going to be your best bet. So in case they don't support, don't feel hurt because there are people out there who really want what you are offering. As long as you're good at it, you can make it. And yesterday, Cizo talked about free advertising. Free advertising, there is Instagram, there's Facebook, there is TikTok, there's YouTube. You can definitely make it. If you push your content on all those platforms and if you're consistent and if you just take out maybe 200 Rand for ads on Marketplace and Instagram, you can surely make money. And if you have tried that, if you're consistent, if you make good content and if what you're offering is good, and you have taken out a few bucks, maybe 300 Rand, 200 Rand roughly, and you're not making money, then you need a coaching session with us, but I definitely guarantee that is definitely going to work. So yeah, and the sky's the limit, just keep pushing. Yeah. Do you guys want to add on?
Bridget's child here. Normally they just started this year. They just taught me this thing last year, but I got interest this year by January. I remember. Also, like, I'm really struggling to get customers because I'm still new to this thing also. But the main target for me is like getting more customers on crocheting. Yeah, that's all for now.
So what kind of products do you make?
Okay, I make hats, bikini tops. That's all for now. Also hairbands. That's for now. But later on, I just want to do dresses, sweaters, dresses, also more things.
Okay. Are you following people online who are doing very well and inspiring you?
Yes, I'm doing that also on YouTube. I'm learning how to make things, or also on Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
I just want to talk to those who learned how to do the skill today. Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Aliza Hololo. I'm 16 years, I'm doing my grade 9 here in Metropolitan College. I just learned to do this today. I haven't done it before, so now I know it's easy. By the time I was starting to do this, I just wanted to say I'm a failure just because it was a bit hard for me, but now I can do it. I'm following the steps, so my way is open and it's clear. I'm too successful. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, hi, my name is Bakani. I'm the last and I'm in grade 9. I just learned how to crochet now and today a little. The next week or the following days I will continue learning how to do it because now I'm really struggling to do it. Yeah, I'm not, but then the first step is easy and simple, but the second one it's like hard. So I need to try. Maybe Bridget or Amina or Vivacious will teach me later on. Thank you.